So my name is Fabio Carrera. I'm from Venice. I was born here. I am a professor at Worcester Polytechnic Institute in the United States, in Massachusetts. And I've been bringing students to Venice for 35 years. But also, more importantly, in the past 4 years, I co-founded Serendipity, which is a benefit corporation. It stands for Serenissima Development and Preservation Through Technology. And our mission is to repopulate Venice. And the way we plan to do that is through the facilitation of the creation of jobs in the historic city of Venice. And what you're here to see tonight is an example of how you can create jobs in our city. I want to say a few words about where we are for those of you who are watching on streaming. Maybe you can get a quick view of this. You get some images here. We're inside a place that's obviously currently used as an incubator. That's what we're here for. Serendipity got this from the city of Venice until 2027, and it was restored to be an incubator for startups. But before that, and this is interesting, used to be a factory. For those of you who don't know or are watching from home, you can see the apses in there. So these floors went all the way across, and this church was completely obliterated for 100 years. And they made garments. It was called a Herian factory. And of course, before that, this was a church. This is a map from Benedetto Bordone from 1528, and already in 1528, this church was on the map. So it has a long history, and now it's directed towards the future, and this is why it's an incubator now. What Serendipity does are three main things. We do research, culture, and startups. Research through the Venice Project Center and the students from WPI who are here right now. Some of them may even be in the room right now. We have 25 students at this moment. We also participate in grants. We do culture. So what you see today is just one example of what we do. If you came here this past weekend, there was a concert here. So thanks to Emanuele Wilch Barberio and Cosmo, we have been bringing all kinds of artists into this space to create a creative culture that fosters innovation. And of course, we do startups. We created our own startup initially, DAAB, which is a successful startup that is a public transportation app. We also co-host the Climathon Venice every year here. But most importantly, we host MIT Design X Venice. And this is the first year. But I want to tell you a little bit of an anecdote about how this started, why we're here, in a way. It all started from Dennis Frenchman, whom all of the startups met on the second workshop. He's the founder of MIT Design X in Boston. Came here to visit me, saw the church, and on the way out, he said, "We need to start MIT Design X Venice. I would love to see an MIT Design X sign on the facade outside this church." And this is for you, Dennis, if you're watching from Australia. We got the sign up for you, and this is the fulfilling of your dream. And we worked on this over COVID for 2 years until we got to where we are today. So this is the first inaugural program of MIT Design X Venice. As you all know, there was a series of steps even this year. Started in May. We had 3 events before July. Gilad was here in June for the open day. And then we had the deadline for the submissions. We got 56 submissions and selected you 10 as the best of the lot for the year. And before I pass it over to Gilad, because for those of you especially who are watching from the US, as you all know, tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the US. Here it's just Thursday, but tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So let's give thanks to everyone that was involved in making this happen. This is not a small endeavor. This is our first time doing this. We had a lot to learn ourselves. So first of all, thank the audience here, those of you who are participating, but also those who are witnessing here and through streaming. Thank you to the Comune. The Comune, the City of Venice, owns this place. We are in a partnership with them, and so they need to be thanked as the real owners of the place and their support that they give us. And the region of Veneto also gave us their support, and they should be thanked, and hopefully this will turn into even more support in the future. Of course, I'd like to thank Serendipity, not myself, but the board. Andrea Marcon is here somewhere. There he is, the co-founder together with me of Serendipity, and Luca Giuman, the third co-founder, unfortunately got COVID this week, and so he can't be here with us. But Luca, you're probably watching from home. Thank you. But also thank you to all the staff of Serendipity that have been working behind the scenes. We did a total of 12 workshops here, a lot of work. So thank you, Aurora and Sara. Thank you, Gianluca, wherever you are. Thank you, Marco. And thank you to the other Marco, our newest intern. We've had a lot of interns helping us through this whole time. So thank you all for making it happen. And thank you to all the other assistants, the people who helped us produce these things, including Enrico Wilchin and the other Enrico Stocco, who are manning the cameras right now. Thank you for doing that. And thank you, Emanuele Barberio, for helping us do the sound and audio and everything every single time. He's also the man behind Cosmo, the art portion of what we do. Thank you, Emanuele. And thank you, of course, to all our supporters, both financial and in kind, and starting from Fondazione di Venezia, who supported all the teams this year with their generous donation. Each team received right off the bat 4,000 euros out of the money that 50,000 euros that Fondazione gave us, and the last 10,000 are the prizes for tonight. So later on, Michele will give the big checks for the 3 prizes, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000 for the top 3. I'd like to also, of course, thank UAV. UAV provided not only students, and if there are students from UAV here, please stand up for a second. Anybody from the UAV here? Please stand up. There you are. I knew there were more. So the UAV students were paired with the teams this year as assistants. And so they got to go through the whole program and watch what was going on. And hopefully next year they will become the new applicants for the startups for next year. And some of the UAV students were so good that they became literally part of the teams. They weren't just assistants. They actually became part of the teams. So thank you for that. And thank you to the faculty from UAV. Max Romero, in primis, who's here, who is going to be on the jury as well. I don't know who else is here from UAV at this moment. But I would particularly like to thank Margherita Turvani, because she was really a co-founder almost of this, working with us throughout the whole year and trying to get UAV involved and getting us to work with her. And unfortunately, as many of you know, her daughter died this past week, unfortunately. And so I'd like to suggest a moment of pause to remember Alma. So let's give thanks for being here today and being alive. And thank you to all the mentors that supported the team. So each team not only got UAV students, they also got mentors. Thanks to Gilad's and the great network of MIT alumni that are in Italy and others that we found along the way. So if there's any mentors here, please stand up so we can thank you as well. They were in regular touch with the teams and helped them in all different ways with their skills and expertise. They had different skills and expertise, and from what I hear, they were all helpful for the teams. So thank you. And also for those who are watching from home. And of course, the biggest thanks goes to the MIT Design X faculty who ran this whole program through the year, and especially to Gilad Rosenzweig, who's been the leader. All of these people came here sometime or another. Dennis came for the second workshop. Gilad was here every single time. Svava was here last workshop. And together with Siggy, and Maria was here on, I think, a third workshop. And they were all great, I think we can all agree. And they continue to help us as well. And then finally, a big thanks to the startup teams. Thank you. I'm going to miss you guys. I really will. We became kind of like a family. We've been seeing each other so frequently. I don't know, I hope this is not the end of it. There will be some winners, but to us, just like children, you're all winners, and we love you all. And truly, we will support you until you give up on your startup. We will support you, both Serendipity, but also Design X. This is a never-ending thing. We're going to be with you in the years to come, and we'll call you back to be testimonials for future teams to show them how far you've gotten, and we'll do that. And great success to you all. And so thank you all. Thank you for being here, and let me pass the baton to Gilad for the introduction of the team.